I want to give praises to the Father, higher, and I want to give the praise to the Son, the highest side. Coming today again, this morning, with another lesson about who is the Edomites. I have a compact Bible dictionary. I will read it to you. It's in there. It said Edom, Edomites, red people, the red people. This here is red. This here is white. There are no people on this earth that's this color. They're white. But there is a people of this color, red. And back in the day, we used to call them rednecks. Getting back with the dictionary, it's an Edom, the red nation. A nation and its people who was the descendants of Esau, Edom. He founded the country, so his name is required with Edom. The country was also called Seir, Mount Seir, which was the name of the territory which the Edomites lived. They lived in that territory, Mount Seir. So now that we know the Edomites is red people, I want to move a little longer because it's also in the dictionary, Bible dictionary. I'm going to go to the book of Genesis. And I'm going to just go through some of the verses to give you the idea of who Esau is. And Isaac is treated the Lord for his wife because she was barren. That means she couldn't have babies. She wasn't able to be pregnant. And the Lord was entreated of him. And Rebekah, his wife, conceived. So now here's a woman that wasn't able to have a baby. The Lord blessed her to have a baby. So as she was going through her pregnancy, and the children, they said, and the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I dust? And she went to inquire of the Lord. Now watch this. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb. 2 manner of people should be separated from thy bowels, and the one people should be stronger than the other people, and the heir should serve the younger. Now it's saying right here, whoever come out first gonna be a servant to the last. Before we get into, I want y'all to understand what that just said. Whoever come out first gonna be the servant to the last son, child to come out. That's already prophesied. It's already been done. That's what the Lord said. That's what it is. You're gonna be a servant of God. You're gonna serve his younger brother, Esau. Okay. And when her day was to be delivered and were fulfilled, behold, there was twins in her womb. Let's understand something. She only asked Lord to bless her with a baby one. but the Lord put 2. So now she didn't know at the time that she was going to have 2, but the Lord did. The Lord did that for his reason, because the Lord can do whatever he wants. A higher shot can do whatever they want. He rules this higher. And when her days to deliver was fulfilled, the Bible says, there was twins in her womb. And the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment. Esau was red, like a hairy garment. Now, I just want y'all to know, when I read this here, dictionary Bible, it said Edom, Esau's descendant, is red. Not white. It's white. Now, if anybody need to use these glasses to see what color red and white is, let me borrow mine, because I just need these for reading. Okay? Anyway. And they called his name and said Esau. And after that came out his brother. That's Jacob. That's the one that's coming out, the last baby, Jacob, who the 12 tribes of Israel descended of. Jacob. Okay? Y'all understand where I'm coming from? And they named and Jacob. And after that, excuse me, y'all. And after that came out his brother. And his hand took hold on Esau's heel, fighting in the wound all the time. He's gonna take over something. That's anytime somebody, they was fighting all the time in the wound. And that's why Rebecca was having so much problem. Okay. His name was Jacob. And Isaac was 70 when she bare them. And the boys grew up. And Esau was a cunning hunter, and a man of the fields. Now, what man we know hang out in the fields today? Huh? What descendant? Who go deer hunting? What people hunt all the time? It ain't us. We don't hunt. We don't hunt like that. So you got to understand when you hear stuff, what's going on in this book, the Bible. What is the Lord trying to tell you about this certain boy? What do he like doing? And Jacob, the other brother, was a plain man. He was just plain. He was not there running around in the jungle. He was plain, just laid back, chilling, like you know how we do. But Isaac, loved Esau, and Rebecca loved Jacob. And that's how it was. Okay? Basically what I'm trying to enlighten you who Esau is and what's his motive and why he's here on the earth. And as the story goes on, it says, and Jacob saw a porch, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that red porch. for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. And Jacob said, sell me that birthright, thy birthright this day. And Esau said, behold, I am at a point to die, and what profit should this birthright do to me? And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he swore unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. He gave it to him. He sold to his brother. They came to an understanding. They came to agreement, and it happened. It was already prophesied to happen. Esau helped it out and made it happen. He went right with the prophecy of the Lord. Okay, nothing, no more to get upset about this story here. Okay. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and porridge and linen, and did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. See, Esau didn't want the thing he didn't want, because if you want something, if you got something at the house that you like, no matter what it could be, a shirt, a pair of pants, shoes, you ain't gonna give it to nobody if you like the way them shoes look. So they go to show you, Esau didn't even want his birthright. If he did, he would have kept it. Just like something you still got that somebody gave you. Do we understand each other out there? All right, let's move on. So we're going to go to Genesis now. The 27th chapter. And we're going to talk a little bit more about the way Esau was and what happened. We ain't going to go through the whole story. We're just going to get some ideas. So, Isaac told Esau, he said, Esau, you go out there and you bring me back some meat and I'm going to give you this blessing if you come back with that blessing. You're going to get that blessing. You bring me, you cook me some food, and I'm going to bless you. And the mother, Rebekah, heard what Esau, what her husband Isaac said to Esau, and she said, oh no, that blessing going to my son Jacob. I'm just breaking it down to y'all in my understanding right now, because it's in the 27th chapter of Genesis, and it goes on from 37 verse 36, 35. But I want to break it down to you so you can understand what's going on and sink down in your mind. So Rebekah had Jacob to go out and get some hair of a goat and put on it and play like he was Esau. Because at that time, Isaac couldn't see, he was blind. He was old, he couldn't see, he didn't know which was which. So he did what his mama told him, Jacob. She went and cooked the meat and got him ready for that blessing. And when it's time, the father, to get the blessing, Jacob went in there and the Lord, he ate and he said, Isaac said, you don't sound like him. But he touched the hair that he took from the goat and said, you feel like him, smelling like him a little bit. So I'm going to bless you. So Jacob got that blessing. All the fatness of the land, all the wine and all the riches, the gold is going to be offered to the 12 tribes of Israel. But Esau came on back. Esau came back. He was mad. Cause he said, Daddy, I got the meat. I'm ready. And I said, hold up. I already gave the blessing. He said, my brother took my blessing too. He got my birthright. Now he got my blessing. Daddy, what you got for me? Esau went to crying and whining. He said, Esau, Isaac said, you're going to have the fatness of the earth, the land, and you're going to rule by the sword. So Esau, we know, got to be the so-called white man today. Because if this don't seem like the end we're going through, I don't know what y'all feeling out there. It seems like the end to me. Y'all don't feel? So Esau got to be the one that's the so-called white man. Okay? But he's red. Again, let me explain to y'all. Red, white. Get your colors right. So Esau was mad. Brother got the birthright. Brother got that blessing. In Genesis the 27th chapter and 41 verse, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing. Where went his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the day of mourning for my father are at hand. Then I will slay my brother. So there's a spirit in Esau descended to slaying the 12 tribes of Israel. It's the spirit of Esau in them. When you see us getting shot down and beat down, it's the spirit of Esau that's in them. Not just the law, not just hands up, don't shoot. It's more than that. It's spiritual. Why Esau's descendants shoot us with all them bullets. It's spiritual. They know who we are. I like to say there's going to be a payback for all that Esau have did to his brother in this lifetime. If we go to the book of Obadiah, let's go there. Let's go to the book of Obadiah. Okay, I want to read the book of Obadiah, the first chapter, and I want to read it the 7th verse. It said, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee every to one border. The man that was at peace, listen what it said, the man that was at peace with Esau, all the men that was at peace with Esau, with thee have deceived thee. He had deceived all the people, and provokes against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. Look at that. We feed and they still killing us in this form. Giving them bread and they still want all the bread. Have laid a wound under thee. There is no understanding. Hold on. What is that? There is no understanding in him. Ain't no understanding. What part we didn't hear him? Y'all don't hear that? Let me say this again. There is none understanding in him. Okay, so all y'all that think he okay with y'all, watch your back today. Okay? Watch yourself. Should I not, the eighth verse of Obadiah, the first chapter. It says, should I not in that day, said the Lord, even destroy the wise man out of Edom. The wise man out of Edom. The Lord said, in that day, I will destroy the wisest man out of Edom. Yeah? And understanding out of the mount of Esau. And understanding out of the mount of Esau. Lord don't sound like he could be playing with this. This ain't, I don't know what he keep talking about, the loving God. I don't hear love right here. Where's the love right there? And thou mighty men. He said, bring them. All your mighty men, you're going to get with them too. Shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slanger. Slanger. Slang. The Lord I thought the Lord loved it. Why he gonna slaughter Esau if he loves everybody? I'm trying to get an understanding with that part. Hold up now. This says, and this is why he said he's gonna do this to Esau. For the violence, listen, for the violence against thy brother Jacob, slang should cover thee, and thou shalt be cut forever. He said Esau gonna be cut off for the slaying of Jacob, for the slaying of his brother. Don't you understand that Esau and Jacob is still in the world today? Don't you think that Esau is still slaying his brother's descendant today? Of Jacob being slain by Esau, this generation today? My people, y'all need to wake up. Huh? We tried everything to love these people. We won't even love ourselves, we love these other people. Esau is the wicked. The Bible say that. The world is given over to the hands of the wicked. We know this world is given over to Esau's descendant right now. It's the Roman soldiers, they came back in the Renaissance period. They came back, they said, we're coming back. And they came back. They whitewashed everything that was real. Everything that was us, they put their name on it. And the Lord gonna deal with that at the end. For all you people that rather serve the creature, the Lord gonna deal with you. Instead of the Creator, I hate to tell you, Christ is a black man from the tribe of Judah. And I say that because when he come back, he ain't coming back with no love. He coming back to destroy him and angels. Because he made a promise with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And we as his descendants. So I came back. I'm trying. This is my second time. This is my second time coming on YouTube, trying to be live, trying to, with the little studies and knowledge and listening and reading I have there. I done found there's a terrible monster that's walked this earth named Esau. Caveman. Who was deceiving all the people. Who put himself up as the Christ. And have a whole lot, millions of people deceived. The same man that got the country shut down right now. The same wickedness that got this. Y'all trust him? How can you trust a man like this? Let's understand something. Even though our kids was going to the public schools of today, they was only being taught white supremacy. They wasn't taught the true history of the Bible, when man began and when man started and who's who. We was brainwashed. Because when we fell into slavery, again, I tell you, they made us another people. They changed us and took our identity. If you put chains, whip them, whip people to death, scare them and just scare them to death, they might say anything. And Esau put a lot of fear in a lot of people with his weaponry. And I just want to say something out there for all the descendants of Esau. You're the first one on God's hit list. Because when you start putting your hands on God's people this time, you're going to find out your higher shot ain't going to be playing with you. You're going to find out the black Messiah will be dealing with you in a terrible way. Mass destruction coming down on your nation. For the ones who walked away and saw something and act like they didn't see it when it was destroying God's people. The ones who take a paycheck to keep their mouth shut to hurt God's people. Those people will get theirs back. The Lord is not coming with love. He came meek and humble the first time. The second time, he coming back to put some blood down on this earth. Look at what's going on. Look what's going on today. People wake up. Don't believe what these people are saying on TV. Stop it. Stop with Esau. Esau is not going to tell you the truth. It's not made in him to tell you the truth. Just like the Lord made a lion to be a lion. He made a squirrel to be squirrel. Same way he made Esau to be the wicked. And that's all he going to be knowing how to do is be wicked. That's it. So you can go along and think in your mind, in your heart, that he's going to give you that little check. Look, he can keep that check. Because what the Lord going to do with him, and what the Lord going to do for us, I'm waiting what the Lord going to do for me. I ain't worrying about what somebody give me a little check. Because what that check going to cost you, your blood going to cost you more than you need to take. Wake up, y'all. Don't be foolish. Realize who the wicked is. Realize who stole this land from the so-called Native America. Killed over 77 million with smallpox in their blankets. If they can do that back then, I'm asking you again, don't you think they can do some damage now with all the technology they got? Huh? Please wake up. This is Esau's descendant that's destroying the whole earth. The chemtrail. They're spraying poison all up in the air. Wake up, y'all. They got oil spilling in the waters, killing the fishes. They got the animals locked in zoos. They used to have us in zoos. They serve our kids to alligators. Wake up, people. Wake up before it's too late. Before these monsters, these edomites, the descendants of Esau, try to kill us all. But it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to be able to kill us all. So that part we ain't got to worry about. It ain't prophesied that way. Esau, you ain't going to be able to get everybody. But God got is 1/3 his elect, 144,000. You ain't going to be able to get them. Okay? And then they come back to get you. So, for those who don't know who Esau is, get to study. Go to Genesis, 25th chapter. Okay. Go to the book of Obadiah, first chapter. Okay. And find out who this monster is, the caveman. Okay. That came from Mount Seir. Okay. That's all I have to say. And as I say, if I come up with something else, I'll be glad to share it with y'all. But I want y'all to stay on your guard. Don't let your guard down. Esau is trying to destroy all the people. And like I said, he got actors, actresses. He paying doctors to lie. He got this whole world lying for him for a paycheck. Even other countries lying for him about this disease. Y'all got to wake up to this trickery before it's too late. So I want to give all praise again to Yahushua, the Son, and to Yahweh, the Father, to put a protection, says me, Joshua. Put that protection over his chosen people out here. Because I know the day is coming. Because Jacob coming back in power. So Esau, get your last round of applause, because that's all it's going to be. We had enough. We tired. Fluoride in the water. Food bad. Look, we tired. We ready. We ready to get our rulership. We ready for peace to be on earth again. Because when we get rulership, be peace. No more wars. So y'all people don't want that? From the 12 tribes of Israel, no more wars. No more beatdown. No more enslaved, no more in jail, no more imprisonment. Righteousness. Amen.